So in this major revision, they changed the word, that offensive word, to goad. Goad. Go and ask the Americans, what is a goad? When you go out, when you meet the Englishman, ask him, what is a goad? And believe me, he won't be able to explain to you what is a goad. So yes, I show you this. Sit down, sir. Thank you very much, my dear brothers and sisters. You see, to make it easy for my brothers and sisters who never heard the original word, they never heard the word goad, that this guy Shamgar, he used an ox goad. So I brought it for you. You see, another word for this is a cattle prodder. They brought cattle to move. Ox, goad, cattle prodder, spiked stick. There's a little nail here. Spiked stick for prodding. You know, with this stick, this Jewish lad, Shamgar, he killed 600 Palestinians with this. You know, you can't destroy 600 snowmen with this. You know that? This thing will break 600. It's a miracle, yes. This is the miracle. It's a miracle. We must accept that, you see, this is programming people. If one Jewish boy can kill 600 Palestinians, what were the Palestinians doing? Look, I said the fools, they couldn't run. They couldn't run for their life. What were they waiting? Where did the fellow strike them with this to kill 600? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have with us a very learned brother here on the stage. He is a psychiatrist, a man who studies psychology. He will be able to tell you, when you make people to read stories of this nature, what a certain Jewish boy did to your people, 600 of you with this stick, your psychology, your mentality, what happens to it. I'll demonstrate to you what really happens. That's not the end. Then they tell us incredulous fairy tales. The book. It says here, another Jewish young man by the name of Samson. You heard about Samson and Delilah. You know the story that Cecil DeMille made famous. Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba. You know the stories, the films. This fellow Samson, I'm reading now this from the book of Judges, chapter 15, verses 15 and 16. He found a fresh jawbone of a donkey. A donkey jawbone he found, fresh. He reached out his hand and took it and killed 1,000 Palestinians with the jawbone of a donkey. This is far more, because you see, our brother happens to be a Palestinian, he ought to know that this is now programming taking place. Look, beautiful. One Jewish boy with the jawbone of a donkey, he kills 1,000 Palestinians. I want to know what the Palestinians were doing. You know what's 1,000? 1,000 people you kill with the jawbone of a donkey, and what they do? I said, look, if these 1,000 people, they spat on him, the guy would have suffocated. You can't even spit. You can't even run. Then he says, it's a miracle. Oh, the stick is a miracle and the jawbone of the donkey is a miracle. You know, we should go and tell the Israelis, they're wasting their time with those American cluster bombs. You know, in Beirut, they tried to eliminate the Palestinians for good, the final solution. The final solution with American cluster bombs, and they failed. I said, look, man, go and tell them, find the jawbone of the donkey and find this magic stick. You'll do a cleaner job. And Samson, after killing the 1,000 Palestinians, he sings a song. So when the jawbone of a donkey, heaps upon heaps, with the jawbone of a donkey, I have slain 1,000 men. Hooray! Say hooray!